let you pick the last caller.
Okay.
And then we'll have the screeners politely and nicely let all the rest of them down gently.
Let's talk to Cy. Let's talk to Cy Guard. Let's talk to Cy.
Oh my God, I thought it was Cy, the other Cy.
No, God, no. We both talked to him
why
though,
the
too.
fuck would you do that to me the first time we do the show together?
Actually, I would do that to you.
I know.
There's 100% chance I would do that to you. Hi, Cy. How you doing?
Okay. I'm here because you put out a, what's that?
I said, how you doing? You're here. Why? Some atheist views aren't scientifically valid. Dun, dun, dun. You want to talk about DNA being a code?
That's not an atheist view. Atheist view is, the only atheist view is we're not convinced there's a God. Everything else is something else. So what atheist view, since there's only one atheist view, and that is I'm not convinced there's a God, how is that unscientific?
I'm not talking about atheist views. There are a couple of, I guess you could call them memes or ideas that are floating around that are pseudoscientific that I see in atheist tweets and atheist, not necessarily yours.
Did you see them?
You have a lot of
from me or Shannon? Oh my God! Did you see them from me or Shannon?
If you,
Jesus,
you want me to leave? I mean,
no. I would like you to answer the question. Did you see them from me or Shannon?
Did I see what? Sorry.
The things that you're complaining about that you find, I think what Cy's trying to get to is that he sees some atheists kind of like putting out pseudoscientific stuff and it can be popular. And what do we think about that? And I don't think that you would say that either Matt or I do put that stuff out. And Cy, you know me, and I'm pretty sure you follow Matt.
Right.
But so are you just kind of asking us what we think about it?
No, what I'm, it would be interesting to hear what you think, but I'm more interested in the fact that both of you are very strong influencers in the atheist community. And I think it would be very useful.
All right, give me one.
For either one or both of you to use your influence to explain to people why these are not good ideas to be promulgated.
Give us one example. Just one.
Okay, so I've seen a meme recently many times that says God equals the square root of -1. I don't know if you've seen that. It's on T-shirts. It's very popular online. And I think the idea is that the square root of -1 is defined as an imaginary number. So when you write that God is equal to the square root of -1 or I, you're saying that God is imaginary.
Yes.
Right.
But there's a big problem with, so
I agree. Can we just stop? Can we just stop? I have a T-shirt that says God is imaginary. I almost never wear it because when I wear it, I realize that I'm now asserting a positive claim that I cannot actually demonstrate. Is that your point?
Right.
Yeah.
Not quite. It's a little stronger than that.
It's a little stronger than that. Oh, by all means, make it stronger.
Yeah. It's much stronger because the fact is that the word imaginary in math, the square root of -1, is not the same as the word imaginary in normal usage.
Yes.
And in fact,
I'm sorry. No, stop.
Okay.
You're not making it stronger. You're not making it stronger, Cy. You are just being fucking pedantic. It's a joke. I have a shirt that says God is imaginary. Or God, no, actually what it says is God is just pretend. And I almost never wear it because I don't want people who are mildly more pedantic than me to be saying, oh, you've now asserted a claim that you can't demonstrate. Because technically they're right. I can't prove to you that God is just pretend. But now you want to go a step further, that if you say God is imaginary and you use square root of -1, now you've made a math error too. Well, nobody gives a fuck, Cy. Nobody on the fucking planet other than you needs this double-layered pedantic correction to a shitty little meme. First of all, I don't like memes in general anyway if they're trying to convey an actual message. Funny memes, cute memes, cool. But if they're trying to convey a message, I prefer something other than the McNuggets of thought. And I'm certainly not going to sit around and obsess over them. But by and large, if I had a shirt that said, fairies are just pretend, nobody would say anything about it. Or fairies are square root of -1, nobody would say anything about it. And the fact of the matter is, in colloquial conversation, there's as much or more evidence for fairies as there is for God. And what somebody's actually expressing when understood correctly is that, hey, I'm surrounded by a whole bunch of people who have this wild, imaginary, supernatural friend as far as I can tell. And it's strange to live in this world where I'm the only one that makes sense. I would like very much for other people who can understand the square root of -1, because those are the smarter people or the more knowledgeable people, supposedly, to let me know who they are so that maybe I don't feel like I'm the only person in this room that is going, what the fuck is going on around here? That's what this is about. I'm happy to tell people that they've made a terrible meme or that they've wrongly asserted a burden of proof they can't defend. But I can't believe as a last call for Shannon's first show, we got to a double pedantic thing about a math error.
Is still there, Cy?
No, he's gone. He hung up.
Good. Oh, okay.
I did not hang up on Cy.
I don't think you hung up on anybody today.
Cy hung up. I hung up on one person, but we were.
Oh, did you? There you go.
Yeah, the rest of them, everybody else already handled. All right. So
for the record, though, I don't like some of those memes. Like, but it's difficult to police. Like, I understand what Cy's saying. Like, you can use your influence, but we're not perpetuating them. Like, you wouldn't see me retweeting them or going, "Good job, that's hilarious." And on the contrary, I've actually on many occasions approached people, especially when people purport memes about religion being a mental disorder. I really and dramatically I have disdain for them.
There was
for a multitude of reasons.
There was somebody before the show who was obviously a troll, so much so they called in twice. They called in with the fake name Lucifer to say that atheism is mental illness and that I'm awful and an asshole and wrong. And we were just like, no, we're not going to take that call. I kind of wish we would have, because you and I are completely on the same page, being absolutely livid every time somebody comes up and tries to do this. Religion is just mental illness. No. First of all, it's not the DSM. Second of all, while mental illness may go along with some religious beliefs, that doesn't make the beliefs themselves or the normative usage of those beliefs mental illness. Second of all, I was a fundamentalist Christian for a number of years. Mental illness isn't something you can just cure by thinking about it and changing your mind. And
even as much importantly, it's not a pejorative. It's not a pejorative to bandy about in order to make people feel as though you are somehow intellectually superior and anybody who doesn't think like you is inferior and defective, which is the way that it's utilized. And it's not to be wielded as a weapon, because all that does is damage people who have legitimate mental health disorders and cause people who are on the brink of trying to figure out whether or not they do to be more closeted, because it helps perpetuate stigmatization that is damaging. And if you are a humanist by any metric that you see valuable, you stop it now.
Yeah. And so I will leave Shannon's thoughts here as the last official words for the show as we close.
Thank you.
I really wish you